Your books will end up here.
Okay.
You've written them, you're Zambian, we hope.
Yeah, yes.
They'll be here. They'll
Probably
come
so,
here.
yeah. It's a book that is relative. Now my growth is extremely humble. My father was a mine police officer in the copper mines, and we lived in Ron Township of Rwansha, so we didn't have any resources. And growing up, it was very difficult for me to understand what it takes to get anything done. So my path was self-discovery. I was learning as we go along, So I've seen a big need for people to understand that anything is possible, first of all, but institutions like high schools or colleges like yourselves, I think that we have a greater responsibility to some of these kids in rural areas where they need to understand that to become a PhD, for instance, this is a process. Just knowing the process will inspire somebody to kind of have and develop a goal.
The Copperbelt University is the second largest university in the country.
Yes.
Right? And being a public university, we have a responsibility to make sure, the responsibility to the public,
yes,
to make sure that we provide as much higher education to as many people as possible.
Right. So I was 9 years old when my dad asked me to go along with him to the golf club. So that became my introduction to the world. So when I got introduced to golf, it introduced me because in those communities you never see white people, you never see people with fancy cars. All the cars our neighbors used to wake us up in the morning to go and push their cars. Those are the types of cars we saw. The friends that I started making were kids who had pocket money to buy a Fanta or a Coca-Cola, which was a big deal because for me, my dad told me one thing, that when you go to the golf club, don't ever make the mistake and make anything and order anything because I'm not paying for it and I don't have the cash for it. So I drank water when my friends were buying the drinks. I was 10 years old and I go there, I show up, just as a regular kid, and I win the tournament. When I win that tournament, there was media coverage. We go back home and I hear the news about the guy that I won the tournament, and I run in the room to call my dad so he can see the clips from the TV. When the TV comes on and the first clip they show is me going up to collect my prize. I was 10 years old and that changed my life. I see myself on TV for the first time. I'm like, you know what? That's what I want to be. I want to be that kid. What is it that you have that you're destined to do, and what is it that what can you do to make that happen? So you guys are now getting introduced into the world where you now see all these things, and as you've gone through your specific professions, you understand that it's anybody can be anything, anybody can make anything. So how do we now create a platform where we structure these things, we inspire this mindset amongst our young people in the communities? So that's the greater responsibility to us. People can get in front of you, people can get ahead of you because of their connections. But if you're destined to do and become anything, you need to know that you will be and nobody can stand in your way. And that's just the way life is. Nobody can take over an opportunity that's destined for you. Anybody that takes it over will never have the ability to do it as good as you can do. So you should rest assured that you do not need anybody. You don't need anybody to be on your side. You don't need anybody to do anything for you. You will do it regardless. How you do it is up to you, but you will do it and it will happen for you regardless. It's about what can you now do for the next person. You guys have become what you have become now because all these people have put in so much knowledge, time and effort into your lives. But if you take this experience and go and buy yourself a nice car and start hanging out the most expensive places and start drinking the most expensive beer, you're missing the whole point. What makes us better is what can you do for the next person, because that's what connects us. Those are your raised by the world moments. It's what can you do to make this world a better place, because we owe, all of us, we owe each other the benefits, the associations, the connections to try and make ourselves better. In as much as I believe that I take ownership and I have to do everything by myself. Once people notice your effort, once people see you, what you're trying to do, once people see your effort and your commitment to discipline, you never know who might help you. You never know where help might come from. So there's some good people out there that will do anything for you, but you must have done your own homework.
Those are some of the things I think we need to realize also as Zambian students and youths, that you know, for you to have an opportunity, you have to start from somewhere. That is ground level. It's the foundation. Yes.
Yes.
Whether you have a degree, whether you don't, whether you're in final year, whether you have this position, but you have to go solo to a certain position for you to be uplifted.
Life is not fair, first of all. That nobody owes you anything, and then also that if I wait for somebody to do it for me, I can wait forever. But if I decide to do it for myself, I have a better chance.